So, what did I think about Shaquille O'Neal saying that he ain't watching the NBA Finals and that he's going away on vacation? He's tired of it. I'm not shocked or surprised. I mean, you know, the finals is good competitive basketball, but it's not really what I call. It's not going to be for if you're a casual fan of this finals. You're not going to be that big on it. I mean, you respect Shea Alexander big time, and you think the Halliburton thing is nice, but it's not a star power finals. It's not like OKC, Indiana. The NBA is a tricky thing because people talk about they want the basketball a certain way, and they're getting it. They're getting the two best teams who were very evenly matched. It's just that Shea Alexander and I think OKC got better talent, but Rick Carlisle's a good coach who can make some adjustments. But people complain and they say, "Oh, we want it real." It ain't real. Excuse me. Then when you give it to them real, it ain't star power because it ain't New York, Boston, LA, Miami, Chicago, you know. So make up your mind. But bet your bottom dollar, you know, there's been parity in the NBA. And it's a changing of times. And all the great ones that you saw the past decade are older. I don't see Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard winning another ring or Kevin Durant. In fact, I go so far as to say if you put all four of them together, I don't think they could win a ring together. That's how it's not that they still can't play, it's just that the league has moved on. And those guys are older and it's time for a new guard. Now, problem that you run into is that you got a lot of parity. None of these teams are dominant. And you get some guys who look like they could run. Jokic and Giannis then won multiple league MVPs, but they don't have what I call quality teams. So, what we gonna do about that? And so now with everybody being kind of even Steven, looked like Boston was on to something, and they choked that series away. You can make a case with Denver 2 years ago with Jokic and them, but they just, these things are short lived now. Golden State looked like they may have been on the summer cup. Again, short lived. The Lakers, bubble, even though people clown it, they had a little squad. Milwaukee with Giannis. So Kawhi left Toronto. Pretty much after Toronto won, it's been one and done. Golden State was the last dynasty. So if you're a casual basketball fan and you were used to teams dominating or something like that, this is not your era. And Shaq is probably tired and bored because he thinks people are going to shoot a lot of threes and he doesn't really see what quality basketball because there is no, if you were into a big man dominance or you looking to something to happen, this ain't your era. So it depends on how you look at it. Now, people are going to be upset because he gets paid to watch games and report on them, but he's being honest. This doesn't appeal to him. So he ain't faking the funk in that regard. He just says he ain't watching the NBA Finals, and some people may have a problem with it. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think Adam Silver wants to watch this Finals, but because he's the commissioner and the parity, you can bet your bottom dollar he's trying to make everything look good for New York, LA, or one of them big cities next year because he's like, we don't know if we're going to. You already know the ratings ain't going to be much. And there's this added attitude that, hey, no big market, there's nothing to sell here. That's how some people think. I agree with what Shaq said originally about you command your own market, but at the same time, it's tough to sell it when it's in the places that are basically in the bushes or in the sticks. So him saying he's not watching the finals, I don't really look at it as a big deal. That's his prerogative. Let me know what you think about that, what he said. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.